What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division build video. Today we're going to talk about Perfect Spotter again, and we're going to do a build around it, but this time we're going to do it with an assault rifle. But before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit the bell so you are notified when I upload more Division videos, or even better, come on over to Twitch and hit follow. I could be streaming live right now. And if you need a community Discord, there has never been a better time to join. You'll find the link for my Discord down below in the description. So let's get started. And here is the build. As you can see, we are using the launcher specialization because we need the linked laser pointer. We're not using Heartbreaker, so we don't get the pulse from shooting the heads. And Spotter is all about enemies being pulsed. So we'll have a quick look at the closer chest piece that I've got here. This is a bit of a unicorn to get. It's not very easy to get. It rolls with the core attribute of armor. So if you like survivability, then you'll be absolutely buzzing. You can just pick one up and you'll probably be good because you can roll one of these attributes to whatever you need. But I had to get one to drop that had crit damage and crit chance so that I could make it all red. Because I love running all reds in this build. So you can run that however you like. If you don't have a closer chest piece, you can just run a regular Providence chest piece like this one here. The only difference between them, as I've done in a previous video, I'll link that down below, is that this one, the Providence one, will do more damage just about to enemies with armor, and the closer will do more damage to the enemies just with health. So you can kind of pick your poison with this one, depending on which way you want to go. The closer, you get a very small amount of armor because we are all reds. So you can definitely just choose which one you want to go for. So let's go through the rest of the build. Kingbreaker is going to be my preferred AR. It hits really, really hard. I do like it. And it comes with Perfect Flatline, which amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. You could use something else if you want to, a Police M4, a Carbine 7, whatever you like, whatever you are comfortable with. I'm using the Scorpio as my get myself out of jail card. It's just really good, and I think it should be in everybody's secondary slot if you can. Offhand, you could use whatever you want. Just make sure with the launcher specialization you are spec into assault rifle damage. You want that extra 15%. If we're going to look at how it's modded, you can see I've got the linked laser pointer. I've got the critical hit damage. I've got critical hit damage on the top, and I've got 20 extra rounds in the magazine. Now we're going to run with the Coyote's mask because we're running a lot of countdown and we want to buff our team. We're going to play within the 15 to 25 meter range, so we get 10% critical hit damage and 10% critical hit chance as well. So you'll get used to that. It's really nice. Plus you're buffing your team at the same time, which is really useful. There is a lot of team buffs in countdown. You can become very, very powerful. Checking out the backpack, it's the gift, but don't worry about it if you've not got one. Just use a regular Providence. We'll get 2-piece Providence bonus now, headshot and critical hit chance. All red, critical hit damage in the bottom with perfect vigilance. If you just use regular vigilance, it's the same amount of damage. It takes an extra second for the buff to come back, so really don't worry about getting yourself a gift. Gloves, we've gone with the Providence because we want the extra 10% critical hit chance for the 2-piece. Weapon damage, crit chance, critical hit damage. Knee pads, Fox's Prayer, best in slot, because we got the damage to target out of cover on the attribute multiplicative damage with critical hit damage in the minor attribute. And then we want some more critical hit damage, so we've got some Groupos in here. 1 piece gives us 15% extra critical hit damage, weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage. You can go with 3-piece Providence if you like, because as you can see here, you will also get 15% critical hit damage. Just depends what you've got in your stash. We're in the shield and the hive, just because the shield will stop vigilance from disappearing. We haven't got any bonus armor, which is the popular thing right now. Bonus armor does stop vigilance from being taken away, but so does the shield, as done forever. Then we'll take a look at the stats. So you can see the 50% here represents my Coyote's mask. If I'm playing in range, I'll be at 60%, which is the cap. Perfect. We'll also get an extra 10% critical hit damage here as well. So that could be 188 from the mask. 90% headshot. No armor damage. We've got 21% health damage, and what is not listed is what we just mentioned earlier on, the 8% damage to target out of cover. And if you wanted to see what it hit like, what we'll do, we'll put pulse on because the range can be really spotty with the linked laser pointer. But we're at 15-meter range here, so that we're going to get the buff that we want. So that's how far away you want to be from your enemies. Let's get some decent enemies on. So first of all, we'll test it with the invulnerable elite. The invulnerable non-health, just health enemy. You can see. It's tricky to hold, but is really nice. We've got some 1.3s in there. Really, really nice. And then if we flip that over to an invulnerable elite. You can see some lovely numbers again. Some 1.3s in there and 1s. You can see how the gun does jump around a little bit. We've got no weapon handling at all in this build. So, you know, maybe a carbine 7 might be your more preferred gun. I can show you that in action. Let's just make sure it's modded up fairly. Yeah, it is. Okay. As you can see, faster and more accurate. But we won't hit the 1.3s like we will with the Kingbreaker. So up to you what you run there. I'm going to stick with the Kingbreaker. I feel like it is nice. And that is going to be it for this build. Be sure to hit subscribe or come on over to Twitch. I would really appreciate it. Enjoy the gameplay footage I am going to put at the end. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons' forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate. can't be home.